Firstly, I think I only started dating myself recently. I was doing things passively and I just was like, oh, I'm dating myself, but actually I wasn't. I want to look nice for myself. Like, I don't like that I only put in effort when I'm going on a date with someone else. Like, why do I not want to do that for myself as well?
I feel like we often outsource our desire or need for romance to other people, whether it's our friends, whether it's a partner.
Also, I think if you are wanting to be in romantic love one day, I think it's also very important to know how to pour into yourself and know what makes you feel good. Because sometimes, you be in a relationship expecting to be happy, not knowing what makes you happy.
They say that that's your love language to yourself, words of affirmation.
My love languages are all of them. That's also my other truth.
Every single one and more.
It's actually every single one.
Take us back to your first solo travel experience. Were you afraid? Were you not?
I was depressed and I wanted to take myself out of the house. I was like, whatever's happening here is not good for me. And because I wasn't in a good space, I wasn't worried about being scared.
I feel like you can be someone who's intentionally dating yourself, but still desire partnership.
No, I think the two can definitely coexist. I know I was strict before, but like my strictness now, do you get me? Next level. But the one thing I'm very aware of is that I never want to miss a good thing.
Yeah.
I never want to be the reason why I don't experience something that God has put before me, and I don't want to be too in my head to have it pass by.
Hello everyone. Welcome to According to Be, the podcast that talks all things real life as we live it, according to you and me, B. So today's episode is for anyone who's realizing that love doesn't only begin when someone else shows up. I recently came across this idea of dating yourself, and child, let me tell you, I was like, okay. But also let's clarify what that means, because dating yourself doesn't mean you've given up on love or partnership. It doesn't mean you're anti-relationship, you're bitter or healing forever. Right? It's about learning to show up for your own life with effort and intention. It's about that romance, a little bit of curiosity, safety, all that good stuff, but directed inward. And if there's one person that knows a thing or two about this, it's our co-host of this episode, Gugulethu Nyatsumba. Now, y'all know that Gugu's no stranger to this podcast, but if you aren't familiar with her, she's a lifestyle creator and podcaster who lives life at her own pace. She's deeply connected to her faith, nature, and intentional living. She really embodies what it looks like to be comfortable in your own company without rushing or performing for anyone, which is why she felt like the perfect person to have this conversation with, because she lives it, okay? From alignment, presence, self-trust, all of that good stuff. So if you're ready to unpack what dating yourself really looks like beyond the quote, then I'm just going to stop this here because I don't need to give you no spoilers. In fact, on that note, let's get into it. Sis GU, welcome back.
Yay!
To According to Be.
I'm so happy to be back.
Girl, I'm so happy to have you here. Looking divine, by
Thank
the way. I feel like we need to
you.
have a little outfit cam because this is just, I love it.
My little romps. Yeah.
Is this like custom made or did you buy it somewhere?
So happy you asked me this.
Okay.
So what had happened is that a few years ago I met a designer in Ghana and I just really like her stuff. So I will give you the name because I don't want to butcher it and maybe we can shout her out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ghanaian designer, black girl, killing it, doing the things,
Love it.
rompers, dresses, two pieces, everything.
Yeah, I love it. It suits you so well, girl.
Thank you.
I was actually thinking because I was speaking to Tsaheta and I was like, oh my gosh, when last did we have Gugu? Because you were here like when we first started the podcast, like one of the first episodes. And I was like, not 2023. Surely it was not like 3 years ago.
It was.
That is so crazy.
How crazy?
I'm like, hold on. How old am I?
Yeah. Why did time fly so quickly?
So like, I don't know if you kind of feel the same way, but in some ways I feel like a different person. And then in other ways I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know, like if you were to like just give us a little catch up in maybe one or two areas of your life where, because also you were in your mid 20s and I know it's quite a shift now being in your late 20s. What is like kind of some of the differences between you back then and now?
There are similarities.
Okay.
Very different though.
Ooh.
A very different girl. I owe so much to that version of myself because like she got me to this point and I'm grateful. But I think I'm more, and it's so funny because I've always been this, but like now even more. I feel like I'm more assertive, a bit stricter.
If you thought it was strict before.
If you thought I was strict before,
Yeah.
I got news for you. But I feel more settled. I think a lot more things in my life are starting to make sense. A lot of the question marks that I had are starting to be answered. Even if I don't have the full answer,
Yeah.
I can at least see certain things shaping up in my life.
Yeah.
Life gets harder. I can confirm.
Yeah. In
I
case
can
you guys
indeed.
weren't aware.
Yeah. In case you thought we were joking and they were joking, they're not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's something really beautiful about like exiting my 20s. And I think I've been waiting for this moment my whole life, which is so scary to say because you're supposed to enjoy it. It's supposed to be this great time. But it was fun in the beginning and then it just...
Thank you, next.
Thank
Ready
you,
for
next.
chapter 30 to come in.
Yeah.
As someone who's there, I'm like, oh, thank you, next.
Right.
You're going to enjoy it the side, girl, when you get here.
I'm so
But
excited.
until then, don't rush it, though.
No, my mom's always telling me that. She's like, I get that you're excited for this thing, but
Yeah.
like be present in where you are. So I'm
I
trying to do
agree.
that. I'm turning 29 this year.
Hey, last year of the 20s. Let's get it.
Yeah.
29 was my favorite year of my entire life, I think.
Stop it.
But I think it's because of exactly what you just said of I felt so assured of myself and it had nothing to do with how I was, I don't know, external things, whether it was like
Yes.
timelines, milestones. There was just a settledness and a self-acceptance that allowed me to really just enjoy. And I guess some things finally started coming together.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that does help, you know?
Yeah,
That
it
does help.
does.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited. Like my goal for this year is to go out with a bang. I don't know what that looks like.
Beautiful.
I don't know what that means. But I just know it's my last year of my 20s. So I just want to live it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, same, girl. Same. I'm with you right there.
Mm.
And I love how you kind of took us through that, which kind of reaffirmed to me how you're the perfect person to have this conversation with. Kind of dating yourself is what I like to call it. But it's
Period.
really just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's really just about knowing yourself more intimately, being more confident, but also understanding the journey that it took to get there. And also some
Absolutely.
of the things that we're still working through, right? But before we get into that good stuff, I want to
Yes.
start off with a little game.
Okay.
Okay,
We love a
so
game.
Let me just get my little... I
got-
hope I did not crash these.
Cute.
Here you go.
Oh, okay.
So it's called Toasted
Or Ghosted. With you.
Yes. So we got our scenarios. If you love it, you agree.
We
Toasted.
toasting.
If you don't agree, you ghosted.
Say less.
All right. First one.
Mm-hmm.
Going on solo dates is awkward. Toast or ghost?
Toast.
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 Do you agree that it's awkward?
Oh, ghost.
Okay, you gonna
You're right.
ghosted.
I
Okay.
heard that wrong.
No, it's okay.
Ghost.
It's okay. Tell us about that.
I don't struggle with that at all.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, sometimes I like to eat without being disturbed. So it's nice to be
Like even the waiter. Come on, dude.
Yeah, it's like you keep asking if I'm grand. I promise you.
I'm good.
If I need
please.
something, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's really nice. I think I understand why people think it's awkward. And the
Yeah.
only reason is because other people who are with people may be like, oh, shame. But outside of that, I feel like if you have a book, you have a journal, even if you want to scroll on TikTok, it's not the most conducive thing. But I mean, hey,
Yeah.
it's like your time alone. You get to eat as much as you want. You're not trying to be shy. You're not trying
You
to be
can have
cute.
what you want to eat.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not on a date thinking about his budget. You're doing you.
You can look however you want. Just be
Exactly.
comfortable.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I love it.
Okay, I was kind of in between.
Okay.
Because I feel like it does depend on how comfortable you are and how, I don't know, practiced you are with solo dates and stuff. Like you said, girl,
No,
you have no problem.
But that part, practice
Yeah.
is the word. Like in
Yeah.
the beginning, you will feel a bit like, oh, where's
is all-
my company?
Exactly. Do I look weird?
Mm,
First of all, no, we don't
No.
really care, guys. Do your thing.
Mm.
All right, so that's the first one. Next one is, being comfortable alone makes dating easier. Toast or ghost?
Being comfortable alone makes dating easier. Toasted being I agree, ghosted being I disagree.
Yes. Ghost? I love that. It's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
Because being comfortable alone makes dating easier. I'm also going to ghost.
I think it's a lie.
I first thought it was a toast, but now I'm a ghost. Please tell us why you think it's a ghost.
I think the more time you have to yourself, the more you're in your routine, the more stuck in your ways you are, the harder it is to consider someone in the way in which dating calls for you to consider someone. And also, like, again, I know I was strict before, but like my strictness now, do you get me?
Next level.
Next level. I have
Yeah.
peace in my life. I like my life. I
Yeah.
like my routine. I like my family. I like my friends. I like what's happening. So the idea of bringing someone into that is scary. to be
Yeah.
honest, and sharing what I've built also, I think is something I hold very dear to my heart. Like, I fought for my peace. Now the
Yeah.
idea of you coming, you're gonna come enjoy, and I don't know if you should be enjoying it. I don't know about that. But I have found between my friends and I, the longer we've been single, the harder it has been to date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm one of your friends too. 'Cause
Yay!
I'm there, right there. I agree. I think like in the way that I probably would agree is just in the sense of you know yourself a little bit better. So,
Oh,
but then
please,
again, I'm
please
like,
speak on that. I think that part is very important. Knowing yourself better.
you see, I was going to say you know yourself a little bit better, but also
Mm.
just to now, I'm jumping off the boat and going to my original. Just because you know yourself doesn't mean you're able to share yourself, right? And you're able to, I don't know, I feel like being in a relationship with other people is a skill that has to
It
be
is a
practiced as well.
skill.
So, hey man, it's all the best for us. We'll see when we get there.
Siyabona phambili. Siyabona phambili, yeah. But you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because also it's the things that I used to settle for, it's impossible now. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's also that also comes into play. But yeah, Sophie.
Yeah, no, Sophie Hashem. We'll get there. All right. Who cares?
You're
Sorry,
killing
this is
me.
what I'm like, okay. Taking yourself to dinner is elite behavior. We kind of already spoke about this.
So we'd be toasting it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We would be toasting
We
it
would
for
be toasting
sure.
it.
Or am I though?
Okay.
I think it's elite behavior, but
Oh.
I don't know why. And maybe as like the expert in like solo dates and taking yourself out, I just feel like there's a difference between going out for breakfast and lunch and dinner. I feel like dinner is the next level. Is that in my head?
You're so right.
Okay.
No, you're so right. Dinner is serious. Breakfast is like, I'm running errands, I need to eat.
Exactly.
Lunch, I'm in the midst of my day, I need to eat. Dinner is, I've made a reservation.
Yeah.
I'm going to put on this dress, put on these shoes, maybe do my face, head out.
Yeah.
That is quite serious.
Dinner's very intentional.
I've
It's a
never
little
done
bit of a...
dinner.
I also haven't.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I've actually never done dinner.
I haven't, but maybe this year that can be something.
That can be something we do.
Yeah.
And I think it's something I want to do because I've been thinking about the fact that the only time I get dressed up is when I maybe go on dates. And I don't like that. Like, maybe I should just put that shit on because I want to.
That part.
You know?
Replay.
So I'm like, maybe
Yeah.
for dinner we can get into that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try it. I don't know, it scares me, but it's also like kind of like cool to think about. You can just go there.
I think you're the coolest. The
You
fact
know?
that you dressed up for yourself, you took yourself to a nice dinner, you
And you're
don't
just
give a
like-
damn.
Table for one.
Yes.
Very that part.
Yeah. No, I'm with it.
Yeah. And our last one is, you can love your friends and still need time by yourself. Goes
Toast it.
without saying.
Toast it
Goes
up.
without saying.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think those that know me know this to be very true. Know this to be very
Especially your
true.
friends.
No, especially my friends for sure. But also it's been really cool to kind of see them grow into that as well. Like so often we have conversations about the fact that like love our time together, but when we go home it's nice. You know what I mean? You're by yourself, you get to decompress, get to unpack, unwind, all of that good stuff. But yeah, it doesn't mean that you don't enjoy your time with them at all. I don't think that time with your friends should drain you. That's
Yeah.
a different conversation.
Yeah.
But I do think it's okay to enjoy being with them and also enjoy being alone. I think it's healthy.
I agree. The space is good.
Yeah, it's very good. Let me miss you also, homie. What's up?
Very good, very necessary.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on?
Yeah,
We're gonna have that. thing. I'm like,
literally.
yo, again, sissy.
Also, I feel like I don't know if I fully agree with what I'm saying, right? So it's half a thought.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with continuously seeing your friends and being in that sort of community. I just like the idea of having like something substantial to bring to the conversation when I see you. So Bokang, if I haven't seen you for a month and I see you next month, there's enough for me to update you on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas the friends that I find myself speaking to that often, maybe we don't see each other that much because we're like, we spoke on the phone. I know.
I get that. I am probably the opposite where I'm just like, so I ate a sandwich today.
But
What are
we
you
love that as
doing?
well.
I think a good balance.
A great balance
A
of
good
it.
balance. All
Yeah.
right, thanks, Gugu. That's a toasted and ghosted. That was so much fun.
Yes, that was cutesy.
Yes. All right, but let's get into the conversation.
Okay.
As you heard in the beginning of the episode, you know, I spoke a lot about dating yourself. I want to know from you, what is that? What's your definition of that? What?
Because now I'm like, damn.
You're like, damn.
What does that look like? What does that mean?
It really makes you think of like, what does dating me mean? What does that look like? Yeah.
Firstly, I think I only started dating myself recently. So that's number
Okay.
one. I think that I'd been doing it passive. Actually, I wasn't doing it. I was doing things passively and I just was like, oh, I'm dating myself. But actually, I wasn't. It was the whole I'm running errands, I need to eat. Like, I find myself at a restaurant, but it's not intentional. I didn't
So
come here
good.
with the intent to spend time with myself and decompress and so forth. So recently, which I spoke about it just now, the idea of like dressing up for men is killing me a bit. I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
I want to look nice for myself. Like, I don't like that I only put in effort when I'm going on a date with someone else. Like, why do I not want to do that for myself as well? I think the part of dating myself that I'd been very intentional with is spending time alone. I struggle with Johannesburg. It's great for making money. It's not great for peace and dating.
Yo,
Love.
Liz, burnout central.
Burnout Central.
Burnout in all the areas.
All the areas.
Yeah.
So I think that's one thing I've been very intentional about. I know what I like. I like nature. I like the ocean. I like to be far away. So I like to put myself in those spaces. And I think when I am there, I am more in touch with myself. I'm cooking for myself. I'm journaling more. I'm reading the Bible more. Things that really replenish me. But outside of that, because you can't do that all the time, right? So I've now had to question, what am I doing for myself on a day-to-day or on a weekly basis? And I'm trying to go back to my old hobbies. I felt very connected when doing certain things, playing sports, like hiking.
Girl.
And I think so much of those things rely on other people, you know, or maybe I had relied on doing them through other people. And as Bonang says, what did Binky Girl say? Oh, Bonang, I'll do it. Oh, Bonang, I'll do it. No, sometimes you got to do it. You got to do it and you got to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
So I think this year I have big plans on trying to do things by myself again and things that I'm not comfortable doing by myself. Like I'm comfortable to eat, but I'm not comfortable to be in a social setting. I'm comfortable to eat, but maybe I'm not comfortable to go to basketball and shoot hoops one man because it looks weird. So I'm trying to be okay with doing the things that I've deemed need people alone. I think that's what dating myself looks like right now. And looking nice for myself, man. That's such a big thing for me right now. Because why? I only wear that dress, man, you're bonus span. It's impossible.
No, I agree. I think what I loved about what you said is, first of all, just showing up for yourself, because there's a difference between spending time alone and dating yourself. It's almost an occasion. It's an experience.
Absolutely.
It's that I'm dressing up. It's I'm picking, what do I want to eat? What do I want to do? What would make Bokang happy? How do I make this a memory? How do I impress me, if that's what it is? Or how do I make myself feel good, safe, curious? And a big part of that is like that self-discovery, which we lose a lot in adulthood, or even just prioritizing ourselves and getting to know ourselves again. So like you said, the things that you used to love doing, whether it was sports and the hobbies, I like to look back and think, okay, what did I like to do when I was young? When I did not have all of these things, you know? And how can I incorporate that into my life now too? Obsessed.
No, it makes sense. Also, I think if you are wanting to be in romantic love one day, I think it's also very important to know how to pour into yourself and know what makes you feel good. Because sometimes, you know, you be in a relationship expecting to be happy, not knowing what makes you happy. Not knowing like what you enjoy. So yeah, I'm rediscovering myself in that way. And that part when you said you're doing things for your younger self, like baby Gugu is my priority. She didn't give a damn. She was running around. She was happy. She was free. She felt lighter than what I feel now. And I'm trying to come back to that. So the things that made me feel happy as a kid, I'm like, let me revisit that. Let me see something.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, if you were to do like a relationship status check with you and you know, where you guys, is it honeymoon phase? Is it, I don't know, you guys going to couple counseling? Is it complicated? Or where would you say you're at?
I think we're at the honeymoon phase. I think I've just started this process. I have big plans, you know, I'm not necessarily putting in the work, but like the plans are there. All the ideas are there. So very honeymoon-like. I'd like to stay in this phase for as long as possible. I do want to believe that the honeymoon phase can last.
No,
for
it can.
a long time.
But especially if it's like up to you.
Right. It's not
and there's no
on
one
anyone
else.
It's me, myself,
Like,
and I.
Yeah.
So I would say honeymoon phase. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yourself?
Where am I? I am... This is actually where I really am at. I'm at, you know, those high school sweethearts or the college sweethearts that got married. And I was like 5 years into or 10 years into the marriage. And it's like, it's fine, it's comfortable, but we need to get our spark back. Okay? So I feel like that's where I'm at. We've just had the conversation of what can we do to get out. Like, girl, I know you. Okay,
Yeah,
I know what
yeah.
you like. This is
Mhm.
clockwork at this point. But now when you like just inject some, I don't know, spontaneity, new
Yes,
experiences, what
yes.
brings you joy? What situations can I put myself in that, I don't know, reveals a new version of myself that I
Oh,
never even knew? So I think
love
that's where I'm at. So
that.
it's exciting because I feel like, yeah, I've been doing the healing work.
Mm,
I've been doing like, okay, Bokang, this is who you are, or,
mm.
you know, we got to still work on that. But now it's like, okay,
Enjoy. It's time
enjoy.
to enjoy.
No,
Yeah,
thoroughly.
yeah, I
Yeah.
get that thing. Because when you're doing the work all the time, you can get stuck in that.
Oh, my sister.
And you stop living life. And it's important to still live life, even
Yeah.
when you're in the midst of healing. Yeah.
Mm. On the topic of enjoying, something that you said earlier is like, I feel like we often outsource our desire or need for romance to other people, whether it's our friends, whether it's a partner.
Mm.
How are you, or do you agree? Like, do you kind of relate to that idea of almost putting your life on hold because you're like, "Ah, romance is something that'll come from someone else
Mhm.
versus embodying how you can do that for yourself?
No, I'm at the point where I'm embodying how it is that I can do it for myself for sure.
Yeah.
I don't believe in waiting for anyone. I think like life, guys, when you wait for people, you wait for a very long time.
Yo.
And I think you need to get to the point where you realize that I want this, so I'm going to do it. And even if someone or your people find you along the way in the process of you doing it, that's completely
Yeah.
fine. Flowers for me are non-negotiable. I love them. I need
Let's
them.
go.
I buy myself flowers like
I
all
love
the time. And I
that.
used to be a little bit of a frugal fan when it came to me and my flowers. I'd be like, man, good. You're buying yourself flowers. It
Mm.
doesn't need to be anything extravagant. But I'm now at the point where if I see a really nice bouquet, I will literally keep it in my little Pinterest board. And then
Mm.
when I'm like, oh, this month we need to get you flowers, I don't hold back. Like whatever it is that I want,
Wow,
I do
Gugu,
for
that's
myself.
amazing.
Yeah, because why not?
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like, why not? I work and I'm so grateful that God has been able to provide for me to the point where I can do nice things for myself. So like, why wait for someone else to do it?
Yeah.
Granted, it's daunting, and granted, you may also fear what it is that people think of you. You know, like, oh my goodness, she's buying herself flowers, she's taking herself out for dinner, she's
Yeah.
booked herself into a hotel. Like, this is so weird, but not
Yeah.
to me.
I love that.
Mm,
Also, like for me, I think I've come to realize that it doesn't have to be even anything really extravagant or over the top, right?
facts.
Like a recent romantic experience I just had with myself was I went to my garden, I had like a picnic blanket, I had my
Oh,
journal, I was reading,
yes.
and I love being in nature and I love being outside, similarly to you. And it was just peaceful me time, and I was so happy. And I was like, wow,
Yes.
B, this is just the fruit of knowing who you are, not needing to perform anything, and like you can give yourself that. I do enjoy doing that with people, but then I realized that can be just as sweet on my own. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that it's the small acts of kindness towards yourself each and every day that I think matter the most.
Yeah.
And I've also been trying to work on my internal voice and internal dialogue.
Girl.
You know how they say, be kind to yourself. The same kindness and grace that you'd meet your best friends with or your partner with is what you should meet yourself with. That's what I'm trying to do. So even me being kinder to myself is paying off, because I'm like, yeah, if I was dating someone, this is how I actually would respond.
Yeah.
So why is it when I do it, I'm like, I'm a dragon. Come on.
Yeah.
Be so for real.
Would you say that like that's your love language to yourself, words of affirmation?
Oh, I love this question.
Let's go.
So, I would say that now. And a friend made me realize it because I was having a conversation with her and I kept bringing up the fact that I think there were a lack of words in the situation that I had with this person. And she's like, you know what I've realized? I think you actually really appreciate words of affirmation. And I said, you know what? I think you're actually really right. I actually do need to hear it. So yeah, I think I need to. I actually never made the link. Like me being kind to myself is actually me feeding into my love of words of affirmation. Shout out for you to that.
Yes.
But yeah, honestly, my love languages are all of them. That's also my other truth.
Every single one and more.
It's actually every single one. And again, like it's just meeting myself in the small ways in those love languages. Like yesterday, I ran myself a bubble bath, so that was my last romantic experience.
Oh my
And
God,
just the thoughtfulness, like the bath salts, the bubble, the candles, the playlist. I said, yeah.
This is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
And I know it meant a lot for me because I did it for myself, but I also know that it would mean a lot for me if someone else did it. And again, the idea of waiting for people to do things for you is something I'm really trying to get out of my head. Yeah.
On the topic of love languages, because very similarly to you, I also had to realize that I actually do like words of affirmation.
Yeah.
I thought I was like, oh, quality time, acts of service. I love those things.
Love those things.
But also,
Without the words, I'm not sure. I'm like,
just tell me one more time.
yeah, let me hear something.
Yeah, not really, just a little bit louder, But then what I also came to realize is that when it came to how, and I don't really know how to phrase this, but when you're in a bad space, I think an idea that I came across probably somewhere on the internet was that often the love language you have, you do the opposite in a way to like, I don't know, I'm not going to say the hate languages, but you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So for me, if my love language is words of affirmation, when I'm in a bad place, then it's that negative self-talk. Then it's that over-critiquing. Then it's like, but no, nothing's going to work out for you. Come on.
You're blowing my mind.
Girl. So
that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Because even so, like, I love physical touch, but obviously only want to be touched by the people I want to be touched by.
Yes.
Shouldn't have to say that, but it is the case.
Emphasis.
But when I am anxious or not okay, I hate being touched.
So you deprive yourself of that?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Like, literally, if I'm sad, my sister will be like, oh, hugsies. And I'll be like,
yeah,
no.
Yeah.
And now you're making me realize that, like, maybe I should lean into it more because more than ever in that moment, I probably need it.
Exactly.
Wow.
And similarly for me, I'm like, quality time. When I'm in a bad place, I isolate.
That's me. I'd never drawn this parallel. Like, that's literally me.
Girl.
Everything I love, I don't love when I'm not okay. And why is that? And why do I deprive myself? And why am I punishing myself?
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
I know.
Like, you really help put the switch back on.
No,
I'm telling you, when I go home, I'm like, guys, I had a revelation today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that makes a lot of sense. And maybe I should just allow myself to lean into those things in those moments because I will feel better.
Yeah, right? Just a little bit. I don't know. It's a works in progress also. Because I feel like, the negative also helps you realize how much you value the positive. As well. But don't stay there.
Yeah, don't stay there for sure. Yeah.
Back to the positive though.
Yes.
I want to get into solo dating, right? I've got like some, I don't know if I want to rank or just want to like, actually, what are your, maybe you've already mentioned this, but do you have like specific peak solo date experiences that you like to do for yourself? Yeah.
Go to the spa alone.
Okay,
that's one.
I love that.
Actually, the more I'm speaking, the more I'm like, I'm actually a weirdo. You know how people like to go to the spa with people? I don't think that's my truth.
Okay. You're like, no, this is me time.
I can do it, but I don't think it's something where I'm like, let's do that.
What's the difference between doing it with someone and doing it alone?
I think it's a very vulnerable and intimate time and space for me. So that, like, I'm naked on a bed, you get me? Like, I get that you're there. And it's nice, but it's like I maybe sometimes feel better when I'm alone doing that. And also I'm moving at my own pace throughout the spa. Like I'm eating when I want, like I'm in the water for as long as I want. Also, I'm a water baby. So I can stay in water for much longer than what other people can. So I think because I've had that experience alone so much, sometimes when I go with people, I'm like, oh, okay.
Like, actually, you're just killing my vibe. I want to do this.
You're killing my vibe a bit, but it's fine. I can do it. But the spa, definitely an Airbnb. I think that is like, that is the way I spoil myself. If I find a really nice property and I can drive myself there and cook all the food that I want and I make a playlist and I'll take all my little body oils. I'll take cute outfits and my little 2 sets, 2 pieces. That for me is like peak. No, I'm at my happiest when I'm in those kind of spaces.
Okay,
and my walks. I walk every day. I can't live without a hot girl walk. Like,
me too.
I don't do well.
Me too.
Yeah. Exactly.
It'll literally like dictate the rest of my day.
It does dictate the rest of my day. Absolutely. And again, I think I've leaned towards doing it alone, not because I don't mind taking walks with people. I actually think it's really nice and really sweet and romantic.
I agree.
But I'm at the point now where even on my morning walks, I'm not listening to music. Like I enjoy the silence. I enjoy nature. I want to hear the birds chirping, So I think that does something for me as well. But those are like my top 3. If I'm in a really good mood, I'm cooking a storm. For myself.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen too often. I don't lie.
Emphasis on if I'm in a really good mood.
Really, really good mood and I'm not tired and I'm craving something and instead of going to the place, I'm like, Gugu, make this for yourself. Why not? Yeah.
I love that. On the note of your Airbnbs, just makes me think of something that I really want to do or in terms of my solo living journey is solo traveling. But I just like, it's so scary.
It's so scary.
It's so scary.
And you know, I'm talking, oh, I want to be alone. I want to, that's the one thing I don't think I can do. Like, even with my Airbnbs, I have done cross province. I did Durban though, but like, that's home turf. It's
No,
not that
I'm
deep.
sorry. Anything counts.
Okay, cool. So locally, I think I could do it.
Okay.
For sure. But again,
Well, when we say locally, do we mean like city, province, country? What is our definition of locally?
we're saying provincially.
Oh, provincially.
I
Okay.
think I can do it, but I've done
So
it
you
in
can go to
spaces.
Hatties.
With my eyes closed. That's calm. That's even so nice. A 40-minute drive, one man. I'm there in 2.5 seconds. Like, home is around the corner.
Yeah.
It feels comfortable. And also any other like province or city where I have community is not that bad because I'm there alone. But it's like if the push comes to shoving.
Yeah.
My issue is Terminal A.
Girl.
I don't know if I can do that.
I feel like you could though.
I don't think I want to.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I
Okay.
think I have fun alone, but like when
Yeah.
it's international, I think there's so many moments where I know I'd love to share it with someone. Like,
Oh, I agree.
yeah,
that.
like I'm eating this alone, I'm seeing this alone. There's no one to say.
I hear that.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Okay, wait, but first, because we need to come back to this, but I want to take us back to your first solo travel experience. Like, what was that? And I don't know, were you afraid? Were you not?
I was depressed.
Okay.
Yeah, I was depressed. I was in a very bad space and I wanted to take myself out of the house. Like that was the thing that was on my mind. I was like, whatever's happening here is not good for me. I need to be elsewhere. And because I wasn't in a good space, I wasn't worried about being scared. I got scared when I spoke to my parents because obviously now I'm like, okay, bye, I'm going. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, with who? Alone? Oh, where?
Mom's like, alone?
Yeah. And obviously my mom is like me, so she's, a bit of a chatterbox, cool. My dad doesn't really say much. So for him to be like, are you sure? Was where I said, oh, I'm actually really going alone.
Yeah.
And also I think coming from him, immediately I understood that, are you sure? As much as it had to do with my well-being, it also had to do with like the safety aspect of things. Like you're going to be in a space alone. Are you sure you're going to be fine? So I was nervous leaving the house. But again, it wasn't far. It was in Pretoria, my favorite place. And at the time, I actually didn't have much of a community that side. So it felt like a lovely place to go, fresh air, new city, new vibes. And I didn't use my time the best. I remember thinking that because I took like painting stuff, I took puzzles, and I wanted to be very proactive in that time. I slept a lot and I watched a lot of TV.
Okay.
But I do think being out of the house helped me.
Yeah.
And then I think from there is where I kind of grew the muscle. I was like, okay, cool, like this can be done.
Yeah.
But my first trip was about 2 days. So really,
Yeah.
48 hours, I could do that.
But what I love about like what you're saying is that it's like baby steps, right? Baby steps in the ways that, first of all, you can just go somewhere nearby. You don't have to go to Terminal A first time around, right? But then also baby steps in, you'll like ease into the experience as you do it more and be able to, like, the fact that you got out the house and you did it, I think that's good enough. You can take the pressure out. And then once you're like, okay, now I did Pretoria, maybe I'll do Kimberley next 3 days, you know? But back to our Terminal A thing, right? Is that like off the table for you? Or, because I feel like, I mean, you might as well just try it and see.
I don't want to lie. It's so off it's not even a thought.
Gugu!
I want to tell you, yeah, I could.
Yeah.
You know why? I think also the places that I have in mind right now, my destinations, it's just not a place I want to go alone.
I hear you.
And maybe if there was a spot where I was like, okay, cool, I think that I could, I don't know, these are my interests and my interests alone, and I don't share them with the people in my life. Maybe I'd lean more into that. But no, I want to experience the world with someone. Yeah. A friend, a family member, a partner.
Very real.
Anybody.
Very real.
Yeah.
On the note of partners, though.
Wait, no. We are jumpies.
What?
Have you done a solo?
No, girl. I was telling you, I want to do it, but I'm scared. I can't even go to Hearties. In my mind, I'm just like, are they going to kill me?
You know? No, that's
will
very
I make it back?
Yeah. Maybe let's not, maybe Hearties is too far. Maybe we start with like a hotel. Like, I think those are so cute. A little staycation.
Okay.
Over the weekend.
Yeah.
Check in like a Friday, check out Sunday or Monday. See how you spend your time,
Okay.
see how you like that, but also be intentional, because as much as you are very much in the city, the idea is not to be with
See, now my
your
problem
people.
is also when I'm like, in the city, I feel like that's a waste of money. You
Fair,
know?
because home's around the corner.
It's like, well, I can just.
I get that.
But the whole point is actually like exercising that muscle and
Yeah.
getting you out of your comfort zone so you can do more. Also, like a hotel experience is nice. It's like
It's
like a little
breakfast
treat
downstairs,
as well.
you're not cleaning the room, there's nothing.
You know what? I'm hearing you.
I'm telling
I'm
you.
hearing you.
Try it.
I'm trying it, and I'm also like, you know what? Even if I'm scared, I'm going to do it myself, because a lot of the things are just scarier in your head than it is in
In real
reality.
life. Yeah, boo.
So even hearties, and the fact that you're sitting in front of me and you're like, I've done it. I'm like, well, if Google can do it, I can do
I
it too.
promise you.
I can do it too.
And Hearties is so nice. Like, oh,
Okay,
do
yeah.
it. Yeah, do
All right.
it.
I don't know. It's like, okay, there's a safety in one aspect, but I don't know. It's just, again, you get in your head and I'm just like, what am I going to do? But it's like, girl, what can you do? There's so much on the table.
Absolutely.
Go see.
Absolutely. And no matter how safe we are, we obviously know that like it's not up to us.
Yeah.
But I know that you'll take the measures that you can. You know, share your
Yeah.
location with someone, Airbnb, do your research, read the reviews.
Agreed.
Make sure it's in a secure area, especially if it's your first time. Let's do something gated, not like a standalone
Hey,
situation.
sister.
You know, check in
Yeah.
with someone in the morning. Just be like, I'm
there's
good.
ways.
Yeah, there's small things you can do.
I love. Okay, can we go to the partner now?
Yeah, we can. Now we can.
But I'm curious from your standpoint. Do you feel like you can be someone who's happy, comfortable with themselves, intentionally dating yourself, but still desire partnership? Or do you feel, okay, I love that.
I do.
Because a lot of people are like, oh, that's contradictory. If you love yourself, why do you want to be with someone? Or just assume that you're anti-relationship because you're loving yourself.
Because you're loving
Yeah.
yourself. No, I think the two can definitely coexist. Like, I think the difference is that I'm no longer fueled by my want or need for a partner.
Oh,
and I
my
think that's
goodness.
the difference, right? Is that I'm loving myself so much that if there is someone I can share it with, that would be lovely. And because it's not a priority, I'm not settling. I'm not putting myself in uncomfortable situations. But yeah, and also a big thing for me now is actually the person I'm with, I want them to love how much I love myself.
Yes.
And I would like to admire that in them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A sense of independence, but also a sense of self-worth.
Yes.
And not needing to be with someone, but like really wanting and desiring it.
Yeah.
And also because I've been with myself for so long, I'm just able to gauge the standard of the person. And so if I choose you, that's also a compliment. You know,
The
that's a
biggest one.
testament.
The biggest one.
Yeah.
You know that article that came out, I think last year, about boyfriends being embarrassing?
Yeah.
My friend sent it to me because the worst thing for me is being caught with a man publicly, whether you're my man or not.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I
hate it.
Yeah.
So when I go to my friends and I'm like, listen, I'm talking to someone, this is his name, they're like, the fact that you brought him to us, babe, you're giving us a name, you're giving us a photo, like that in and of itself speaks volumes. And I'm like, I think that's how it should be, to be honest. Like if I'm choosing someone, that should already hold a lot of weight. Yeah.
And how has your betterment with your own relationship with yourself kind of influenced the standards that you have? Because we spoke about the regime is very strict, but in what way?
I think that I used to suffer from people pleasing. And I think that when people would pull away or act weirdly, I would instantly want to draw closer and love them more instead of just maybe taking a step back, asking the questions that need to be asked. But immediately I'd blame myself. And I think it's really cool to be at a place where I'm secure with myself enough to be like, anything that happens outside of me is not my doing, nor my responsibility. And I can't control that. And I think that's given me a lot of freedom. Like, I think I used to be very in my head about certain things, especially sometimes with men. You know what I mean? Like now we're in love and then you ghosting. It's like, oh, is it me? I don't know. Yeah, so it's been really cool to be able to walk away from that a lot earlier and a lot easier than what I used to. I also think that with loving myself more, because I'm more patient towards myself, I think I have the space to be more patient towards a partner as well. I think I am a perfectionist, and working on that and understanding that perfectionism isn't the goal, that putting your best foot forward is really what matters, again, allows for me to also have that sort of perspective. It's changed my perspective when it comes to people. I think it's also changed what it is that I expect of a partner. You're not looking for someone perfect. You're looking for someone who's willing to do the work, right? And you're looking for someone who is teachable as well. So I started this episode by saying that I'm stricter, but maybe the wording that I should be using is that I'm more assertive, but I've grown to be more understanding of people because I understand myself more. And I think the more grace you give yourself, the more grace you have to give to other people as well. And I think that's been really cool. And that's one of the biggest shifts that I've seen. And I think even in grace comes understanding, and in understanding comes being able to decipher and discern quickly whether or not something is for you. And also when you're younger, maybe you entertain things for the sake of entertaining it, right?
Hey, my
Because
sister.
I mean, and the real chat is that you will get lonely at some point. Like when you are choosing yourself, you may be like, oh, I do wish I had something or someone, but I don't want to put myself in spaces I'm not supposed to be in anymore. And I think because I physically don't do that to myself, it's harder for me to do that in relationships as well. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I don't think there's anything I could add to it. Because every time you said a point, I was like, yeah, and it makes me think this. Then you said that too. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Took the words literally out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially the part where you said of like not looking for perfection in people because you understand yourself. You've gotten to know yourself so intimately that you're like,
Yeah.
whoa, I'm a piece of work. But
Absolutely.
I'm a piece of work that's a work in progress.
Period.
And I'm showing up every day and doing my best. And so I can't expect someone else to be the guy on my list that ticks da 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 da. Take the important things.
Absolutely.
And then the rest where you fall short, as long as you're someone who, like you said, is teachable or someone who's willing to have the conversation, maybe even challenge you on some things as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, you do a lot of healing when you're single, but I think it's really put to the test when you are in relationship with someone, people, community. And I think as much as we said it's maybe us being single has allowed for us to stay single longer because it's harder to, have someone into our lives. But the one thing I'm very aware of is that I never want to miss a good thing.
Yeah.
I never want to be the reason why I don't experience something that God has put before me, and I don't want to be too in my head to have it pass by. So yeah, some situations are uncomfortable, some learning situations, some relationships, but like if I deem this person worthy of being here and we're having a moment and an uncomfortable conversation is being had, there's something from this that I can definitely learn. Even if you're not, my end goal, my partner forever, but I strongly believe in each romantic relationship of mine being better than the last, and that purely has to do with the fact that I'm picking better. Yeah.
Do you feel like you've stood in your own way because you've been so comfortable, or you've just been, it's just easier to be alone or to like cut people off than to do the difficult part of resolving that?
I think when I was younger, there are situations that I look back at now where I was like, you know what? Maybe that didn't need to end, babe. Like, maybe that was actually just a conversation, and maybe that was really uncomfortable for you, and it triggered something, and you needed to dig deep instead of just being like deuces.
Yeah.
And I think because I did that in my past, I never want to have that now. So now I don't think I move from that place. I honestly think I'm now at the place where if it makes sense for me to try something, I will do it.
Yeah.
Challenges or not.
Yeah. What would you say to someone who wants to just take a little bit of that step of stepping into themselves, maybe not relying on other people, but is holding back because they're afraid of maybe the loneliness, afraid of the unknown, afraid of maybe me choosing myself might mean that no one else is going to choose me, or I just don't know what's going to happen on the other side?
I think the most important thing, firstly, which is what you said, is to choose yourself. And choosing yourself each and every day looks different. And some days we choose ourselves wholeheartedly. Sometimes it's not the case. But I think it's important to be real with where you're at and real with how much capacity you have for yourself on that day. But I also think it's about starting small, right? It's about figuring out who you are and what you like. That's the biggest thing. We're talking about like locations, flowers, walks and stuff. But if that doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't, So don't necessarily take what it is we're saying and apply it to yourself if it's not something you like. I think it's important to learn yourself in the sense of what makes me feel better. What doesn't make me feel better? What are my boundaries? What are my triggers? Like, why do I have this trigger? Why do I feel this way? When you start to have those conversations, I think naturally you start to lead towards doing action, right? You start putting in the boundary. You start doing that thing. And in doing that thing, you realize, I like this. It actually makes me feel better. And I like when I feel like this, and you start doing more of it. So as much as a solo location may be something that feels out of reach, maybe it is taking the walk by yourself,
Yeah.
and starting with those small things. And I think what's really changed my relationship with myself and the idea of me dating myself is the way in which I speak to myself. That for me has been the biggest thing. Like leading with a lot more kindness and grace and understanding towards myself, I think has also allowed for me to be a better person in society at large, if I'm keeping it a buck. So I'd say start small. Start on the small things. It doesn't have to be like this big dramatic thing. And I also think sometimes as women, when we think about romance is very big in our heads, right? Like, and you also kind of need to decipher what romance means to you and what that looks like to you. Because I think when I was younger, it was the elaborate things that meant the most. But honestly, growing up, I'm like, I would rather be met with a romantic, kind gesture each and every day that maybe isn't the biggest thing. And allowing myself to do that for myself has also been like, it's really nice to pour into myself in that way.
Yeah, I agree. And I think also just to add on to that is, I don't know if this actually is going to be that helpful, but the loneliness is going to happen anyway. You know what I mean?
You can't avoid it.
You can't avoid it.
You can't.
Whether you're with people, it's so easy to be lonely with people
That
as well
part.
versus not. So I don't think that should be a deterrent. I think if anything, taking the leap and if anything, going on this journey is going to help you figure out how to get through it in all the different stages of your life, because it's going to happen over and over again, but it also just won't kill you.
Absolutely.
And just find out what's on the other side, sis, man.
Yeah. And it is a bit uncomfortable, you know, the loneliness. I think it's like, it's a very weird feeling. And it almost feels like you don't know what to do with yourself and you kind of want to throw yourself to the next thing, next friendship, next person. But sit in it because it does pass.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think it's a very important lesson to learn, being able to sit with yourself. Yeah, you can't always distract yourself, guys. You must actually, like, that's where doing the work comes in, unfortunately. It's not nice. We didn't like it, but we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, Gugu. Need 10,000 more questions for you. But it's
Next
fine because
time.
this is part 2.
Period.
We need to have a part
3, 4, 5.
Or they can just listen to your podcast as well, you know?
Real, that part.
That
you know,
part.
there's lots of different ways.
There's lots of
to
different
get
ways.
more
But
of this.
thank you so much, sis GU.
Oh, thank you for having me.
We've got one more little thing for you.
Okay.
A little parting gift.
Okay.
Add a little romance and sparkle into your own life.
I love that. Thank you.
Here you go, girl.
And it's heavy.
It's arm day today to couple with the walk.
Yeah,
Then
you get
this
what
is
I'm
the-
saying. This is the
yeah.
whole exercise.
Here you go,
I
my
got some
girl.
goodies for my alone time.
Exactly. There's that candle for your next bubble bath situation. You can
Oh,
just do a little
yes.
scented candle.
I got a little candle. Is this my glass?
This
is
your
this my little?
glass of where you just pour it up.
And then this is
Yeah.
the stuff that be
Some
going
Bernini,
into
honey.
the glass. And I got 2 flavors.
Yeah.
Oh, you gave me classic and
go.
blush, real.
Whichever one you like.
Real.
And of course, your fave, probably.
Is this a?
There you go.
It really is my favorite thing in this box.
And there's a little pin as well.
Oh, this is, and it's blue, and I'm wearing blue. I love
Works.
this. Bernini and journal. Why not?
There we go.
Like, I think that's a vibe.
There we go.
Thank
In fact, this is
you.
your date yourself kit.
It is my
This
date.
your
You get
date
me.
yourself
You get
kit.
me.
Yeah.
No, you gave me everything I needed. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, girl.
Okay, and wait, and what's this? This is the last
Oh.
piece. Is this like my picnic blanket for all of this?
Can you imagine?
Because I'm like, this is giving a setup. Like, I put it on the
is
floor.
giving.
I
it's
have
a
my
scarf.
drink.
It's a scarf.
Even better.
Yeah.
Take back the picnic
The-
blanket.
Part of the
Even-
dressing up. Remember we
even
said dressing
better.
up was a-
I get to
little-
look cute whilst
There you
doing
go.
all of this.
Exactly.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome, girl. Thank you so much for joining us
Of course.
once again.
Anytime.
Yes.
Anytime.
Not so fast. Y'all know we're not going to end this episode without a little giveaway. Now, this is one for all of y'all whose love language is, or whose personal love language is gift giving. I got you. And also for those people who just like things, like me. I got you even more. So, to enter the giveaway, very straight, very simple. All you have to do is answer this question in the comments. If you were dating yourself right now, what's one thing you plan for your next date? Honestly, guys, please comment and give me ideas because I'm trying to get into my dating myself era. So this is really for me to get a little list. Once you guys have done that, I'm obviously going to go into the comments, pick my favorite, and you will receive a Bernini box, a little Bernini hamper. You know what's inside. We got a journal, we got a candle, we got a scarf, we got some Bernini and a custom cocktail glass. As always, y'all, thank you for being here. This was such a great episode. I hope you loved it as much as I enjoyed having this conversation. Until next time, I'll see you in the next episode. Ciao.